Yeah. They ain't believe me when I told them crypto was the future. Now they trying to get in, but it's too late. We've been stacking Marvin since day one. No banks, no middlemen, just power moves. Let's get it. Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. We're going live a little bit earlier tonight. Why not? The market's super weird, and I feel like we need to talk about it. So what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. As always, we appreciate you. It is 9-ish. I mean, it's not 8, really. It's quarter to 9 here in the UK, but it's fine. It is time to get live and get talking about everything going on in this market. What looked like was going to be one of the biggest moves of the week has turned out to be a little bit of a marginal disappointment, but it is worth noting that, in my opinion, this is only just the beginning. And I'm going to break down exactly why I think that. I'm going to talk about some of the big things that's happened today. It's been a very volatile day in the market. Some crazy things have been happening. Lots of stuff has kind of gone unnoticed as well. So we're going to sort of break that down, keep you informed, keep you up to speed, let you know exactly what the hell's going on. So as always, do me a favor, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. Also, make sure you're tapping that screen if you're here on TikTok as well. Mash that screen, get some likes in, and we can start dialing up this live stream. Again, share it far and wide. Click the little arrow at the bottom. It says share. Click on that. Send it out to all your friends. Tell them to get in here because we're going to break down exactly how the market went from 119,500 today, looking super, super bullish, to being right now looking like it may even retest 116.5, the lower end. Why have we lost $3,000? And what does that look like? While we've got things like Solana, Cardano, many other coins absolutely pumping to oblivion. So we'll sort of talk a little bit about that and break that down, as well as some of the most up-to-date information you could ever ask for when it comes to the cryptocurrency markets. As always, live right here on the 2Bit Crypto channel, both on YouTube and on TikTok. So shout out to everybody. And just dead quickly, shout out to all the people that have already donated as well. So thank you very much, Craig, for the £2 donation. 37 dropping to Bangerinis. And also, thank you so much, Mr. Blazer X, dropping €2 as well. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate that. Before we even went live as well, you guys are crushing it, and they are now ranked number 1, 2, and 3 in the chat. So there you go. Welcome, you all. And as always, we appreciate your time, and we appreciate you spending a little bit of an evening with me. As always, though, you know the drill. Likes help out, subscribing helps out, doing all that good stuff. Massively helps the channel. Absolutely gets us keeping and grooving and moving, and continues to bring us the most latest content for you guys out there as well, so that your portfolios and you are dialed into this bull market. No other channel brings you the best alpha content out there. Just my opinion. And if you don't believe me, hit the follow button and see what happens. Right. Anyway, let's say hello to a couple of people, and then we're going to get into it because it's a very, very, like I said, interesting day in the market, and we'll talk about it because I think some people, once again, freaking out. And they shouldn't be. So, yeah, lots of people are going to be like, oh my God, Bitcoin's got a freaking zero. What the hell? You told me it was going to go to 500K. What's going on? I feel so let down. We'll talk about it, all right? We're going to talk about it. So don't worry about it. Anyway, Tim's here. What's going on? Craig's here. Says, 37 says, bullish as a bull in a field of cows. What's going on, 37? Welcome to you. Mr. Blazer X, Mills is in the house. Foz, welcome. Curtis says, I'm just going to sit here and wait now because it's not 9. It starts a quarter. Come on, 2Bit, get it together. I was like, bosh, starting in 5 minutes, bro. Got you covered, so don't worry about it. Vern's in the building. What's going on, Vern? Welcome to you. MLG Martin says, is it wise to play XRP stop loss sell in case it dumps at the point where you lock in your profits and let it ride to a higher price? I mean, kind of maybe. We'll touch on that in a minute. But anyway, technical breakdown and cool down. Yeah, Holmes, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to you, as always. We appreciate you. Vern's here, like we said. And everyone else. So if you could just tap the screen, lock in those likes, that would be absolutely appreciative. And then welcome to everybody joining me on TikTok. Dave's here, Lane's here. Welcome, Jack Newton. Good to see you. CV's in the building, not CZ. CV is in UG. 9:30 load of what's going on. Thomas, welcome to you. Bits Blaze in the house. What's going on, buddy? User says, what about Trump? I've got some news for you guys on Trump, so stick around. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on as well. Some token unlocks and other bits you absolutely need to be aware of. So make sure you're dialed in. Vern's here. The mods are all in the house as well. It is go time, baby. So yeah, we're all gravy and we're all getting ready. There we go. Thank you for the heart, mate. I appreciate it. Locking in those points. As always, Mr. Vern, we appreciate that for sure. Cracker Jackson in the building says, what time does the stream really start now? I mean, I'm kind of sat here. Everything's ready to go. So, I mean, I set it for 9. Maybe I should start setting it for quarter. I'd be ready to go at quarter, Cracker Jack, and then there's no problems then, is there? That's my view anyway. Anyway. Let's get into a little bit of kind of news. We'll talk a little bit about charts. We'll kind of get into everything and anything that you guys need to be aware of. If you have any questions, any thoughts, any opinions, or anything you want us to take a look at, by all means, just drop a comment in the chat. We'll pick it up here, or one of the mods will pin it for us. And then likewise, we've got obviously the mods and the Gs over there on YouTube. So I absolutely will try and keep up to speed with what's going on with everything. I'm normally pretty good in fairness. So anyway, Tiberio, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to you. Tomato Pete's in the house. Well, Mr. Selmo, welcome as always. And again, don't forget, tap the screen, lock in the likes, do all that good stuff. Massively helps out the channel and yeah, gets us absolutely trending in the right places. Okay, Bitcoin today, 116,837, has actually been breaking down now for the last 4 days. We actually looked like we were going to get a reversal today, didn't come in. What's super interesting when you start to break the chart down a little bit more in detail is that, well, we've just seen some very big wicks down in terms of price. Now, there's some macro stuff going on, and a lot of people have kind of not misunderstood it, but almost like neglected the fact of some of this stuff is pretty big as a macro level. But I think holding 116A, I would like to see this push back up. The lower range, by the way, if anyone was curious, 116,589. We don't want to see us drop below that number. That's kind of where we're sitting. That would be the lower edge support right now here on the 1 hourly chart. That's not where we want to go underneath, and I think that's important to reference. However, we have definitely just seen some continuation of selling. Now, what we can determine here is, though, that we saw the Hong Kong Stock Exchange and the Nikkei open very confidently, with the Asian markets deciding they are getting into crypto, and they bought significantly all the way up to, yes, you guessed it, the European markets dumped the market. And today, Europeans went, nope, I'm not interested. We don't like the markets anymore. We dumped it all the way till about 2 o'clock, which is my time, where we saw the US markets open, and they kind of went, oh, this is a great buy opportunity. 118, I'm all in. And then the US markets bought. And then we sort of got all this nonsense around Jerome Powell and Trump and interest rates and all this kind of crazy shit that's going on. Bits Place, thank you so much for the gifts. Feyenoord, what's going on? It says the dump before the pump. You may well be right. And then we obviously saw this big push down in the market as we've continued to come down, and what is just continuous selling. Now, we're going to sort of jump around a little bit here because I want to just keep you guys very much up to speed with what's going on because I think it's important. So I'm going to jump really, really quickly just to this back end, which tells us right now this is the long-term holder. They are, yet again, not selling, which again gives you confidence of exactly who is selling, by the way, which, again, for anyone who can't see, long-term holders is declining, i.e. the number of sellers are declining, the sell ratio as an example. However, if we then flip this on its head and go to short-term holders, what you'll notice here is a very obvious pattern, is that we see a nice uptrend in selling pressure from short-term holders. Now, nothing crazy, so we're not seeing anything like super mega weird, but we absolutely, in my opinion, can see that we are now seeing an uptrend in short-term holders. Okay, so short-term holders, yet again, are dumping their bags. Why? Because we saw this push up to 19,500, 119.5. So they went, okay, well, let's take some profits. Let's take some money off the table. I even saw the elusive James Wynn, which, by the way, I give him zero credit because I absolutely believe he's a hyperliquid plant. That's just my opinion. Who was like, oh, I'm out of everything. There's a Black Swan event. Shut the hell up. Have you seen who's buying Bitcoin like crazy people? So we'll talk about that as well. Blockchain Bullhorn, what's going on? Says the $2 billion Bitcoin purchase is part of the company's Bitcoin treasury plan. Yeah, baby. We'll talk about the old Trump media. Smith, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Jojo's in the building. What's going on, Mr. JJ? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome as always. We appreciate you. Wealth Rangers in the house. Well, so much for the supply shock. Man, everyone just needs to relax. We've got so much time to go. We've got to stay bullish, in my opinion. Anyway, thanks for the tomatoes, Bits Plays. I appreciate it. Pammy's in the house. What's going on? Thanks for the follow, Pammy. Holmes, what can I say? I feel strongly about it. Heat map shows a nice sweep around 115K. Yeah, we talked about this. Maybe coming down. Trump Media CEO Devin Nunes said in, yeah, that, well, we've got the scoop on that, which we'll talk about as well. Hi there on Chainlink, man. Chainlink was crushing it yesterday. We can take a look at some altcoins very shortly. Jenny B, what's going on, buddy? Velkommen som fotboll. Good to see you, man. Welcome. So, yeah, this is important to reference. Also, just really quickly, so short-term holders are selling. Long-term holders are like, nah, mate, I'm cool. Also, once again, nearly $4 billion of net flows. Total volume coming on ETFs. Why is this important? Because, yet again, BlackRock bought the second most they've bought in the last 10 days. 4,224 Bitcoin. They stacked like lunatics. Yes, we saw a little bit of outselling. VanEck, for example, selling. Invesco, Franklin Templeton. Here's a question for chat on both YouTube and TikTok, by the way. The fact that VanEck sold 320 Bitcoin, what do you think they bought with it? What do you think their clients did. They sold 320 Bitcoin. They were like, yeah, we're done here. What do you think VanEck went and bought? I'm curious to know if you think what I think. ETH, Tomato Pete, he knows what the hell's up. ETH obviously was absolutely making it happen right now. A whopping $400 million bought yesterday. We're going to see something in the same sort of region today. Massive inflows when it comes to Ethereum. Huge purchases. Massive moves for a long trade on Ethereum as well. So we've seen very good optimism. So yes, albeit the price has come down a little bit. The fact of the matter still stands that we have got some crazy accumulation going on. And I, for one, I'm just like, yep, let's absolutely freaking send it. I'm down. Oh my God, what the hell has just happened to my screen? I'm absolutely down for it. Now, what's worth noting, by the way, and you know my view on some of this, we've got some pretty interesting trending going on right now, which is probably where Bitcoin sits. This upper range, we sort of have to forget about, really. The 14-year resistance line, forget about that. This sideways trend, we're absolutely seeing kind of how this plays out. That probably wants to sit there, doesn't it? Just thinking about that. Let's get rid of that line. Giving us a pretty interesting trend right now. We're going to color this a slightly different color because it probably makes a bit more sense. There we go. We can kind of see it now. So yeah, Bitcoin trading within a range. This is absolutely perfectly normal of a Bitcoin cycle. At the same time, by the way, we have seen some pretty extensive moves in altcoin. This tells us one of two things. There's a rotation of capital coming out of Bitcoin and going into some very specific altcoins, Solana, Cardano, XRP, all starting to rally on the assumption of tomorrow, where we may get some pretty bullish news coming out of the White House. So yeah, exactly, Holmes, down 0.35 and people are panicking. Yeah, it's crazy. Daniel Stewart, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. RPM's in the house. Well, good to see you, buddy. Sammy Silver, it's all gravy. You know what's up. You know what's up. Binzi says, I can see ETH going to 4.5K this month, but what about the other alts? I think the other alts might outpace Ethereum. That's just my opinion, by the way. If I had $500, what crypto am I invested in? Not bothered if I lose it. I would split it into 250 each, and I would go into a lower tier, not moved altcoin. I'm not telling you which ones, by the way. I would only give you my view, which would be something like AVAX, Sui, Ondo. What else would I go to? Maybe Bonk could be good. Yeah, I think there would be some pretty interesting views. I think Cardano, if they get USDC, I wouldn't hold it long term, but I would get in and get out. But yeah, that's my opinion anyway. Keep tapping that like button, everybody. Let's lock in these likes. Let's smash 20,000 likes in tonight's live stream. I reckon you guys can do it early tonight as well. BTC down, alts up. Hey, believe in yourself. That's the best thing to happen right now. Let's tell you that. Believe in yourself is bullish on Ondo. Tony, I'm bullish on Chainlink. I just think it's a little bit overpriced over the course of the last 2 or 3 days. I think if it cools down, it's a buy for me. Chris Bendix says my portfolio is floating around all-time highs for me. What are people on about? Their IQ is the only thing that goes to zero. Never a truer word being said. And look, you know what they say? Eventually, by the way, some people will be right, but not at the minute. Not at the minute. Look at the macro. That's what we do here on the channel. We don't just look at charts and we don't just live on hype. We break down key macro factors that you need to be aware of. And I think important, then you can kind of see what's exactly going on. Iron says, because XRP is crap. Hey, you're welcome to your opinion. By all means, what I would say is it's outperformed pretty much nearly every single altcoin and has made me the most money so far in this bull run. So people could think it's crap. I would only argue that they didn't get in. That's my opinion, because they're not subscribed to this channel. They're not following this channel. You'd be fine if you were. Anyway, that's that. And we'll talk a little bit more about Bitcoin, some macro stuff going on. But in terms of altcoins, Casper having a nice little move. Lots of stuff coming for this one, by the way. The KII upgrade is coming, as well as some more bullish news. Sorry, Crypto J sent me a bit of a breakdown. I was going to just talk about it dead quick. So yeah, so we're seeing some good news, certainly as a Casper. We've got Casper Smart Contracts officially now going live 31st of August. And also the KII is on track with significant adoption starting from the 6th of September. So again, absolute potential here with Casper. Feels like they've sort of got their shit together and we're going to start to see a little bit more of an upside move, which has way been over time coming. So again, good news as that's kind of playing out. But Casper looking very good. Zebek finally on a nice little move at 18%. Good news here on Zebek. And then the rest of the market's kind of been holding in. AIOZ's done 12%. Quant's up a little bit. Crowcoin is decent. Clearpool looking pretty bullish. As well as the Trump coin. Now, be mindful. There's a big token unlock if you are in the Trump coin. It is starting to pull off a little bit. So be mindful of that. And importantly enough, we are actually seeing USDC start to dissipate back into the markets, as well as the traditional markets holding up pretty well. So all of that in a very strange day. But like I said, very much an okay day in terms of where the market sits, in my opinion anyway. Mark Noby says, hello, should we be well known for what start early today? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just sat here doing nothing so far. Well, let's get early, let's get bullish, and let's get to 20,000 likes and 100 likes on YouTube, by the way. You guys need to put some grind in. Make sure you're all done it. People bitching, it just shows they bought recently, they have to hold through. Yeah, I mean, look, if you look at the macro side of things, in my opinion, there is way more coming. And I'm not on my own. So let's break down a couple of key things that have happened today. Then we're going to talk about what is going on. Now, for many of you that have saw on the thumbnail, you'll have seen Jerome Powell and there's a lot of stuff. So today, officially, Jerome Powell has been referred to the Department of Justice, basically for an investigation into lying under oath. Now, I think we've touched on this a couple of times here on the channel. You could almost be naive and be like, oh, this is crazy bullish. Like Jerome Powell's going to get yeeted out of the Federal Reserve. Great news. You never know who you might get afterwards. Like some complete chopper might come in and be like, we're not cutting rates at all. Like the tariffs are a joke. Remember, it's outside of the traditional government body. So we have to be mindful of this. But what we do know is this official letter came in. Now, it came in from Anna Paulina Luna. Now, I don't really know who she is. I've definitely heard about her. And she did actually go on record, as well as I believe 4 other Senate individuals or members of Congress, to say that they are going to put forward that Jerome Powell should get yeeted, specifically from the Department of Justice. This isn't about getting him out of the federal, although it probably is, in fairness, let's just be honest. But there is a specific around the VIP dining room and also the $2.5 billion alleged embezzlement that has been done as well. So you can see these 2 counts. There's no VIP dining room. There's no new marble. There's no special elevators, blah, 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 blah. This statement is false. According to the Federal Reserve's final submission to the National Capital Planning Commission, nearly all of these assertions, excluding the beehives, are conducted to be actual project plans. And then finally, when the administration governor, before I became chair, I came into how badly the Eccles building really needed some renovations. The statement is also false. Again, the Federal Reserve Board conducted a comprehensive renewal of the Eccles building from 1999 to 2003, which included the replacement of the roof. So it's kind of one of those moments where it's like, yeah, he's kind of screwed a little bit. And I think it's worthwhile thinking about. Pro Man, what's going on? Says 2-bit. What's going on? Kevin's here as well. Good to see you, Nadar. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you turning in. As always, Blockchain Bullhorn, thanks for the follow. You absolute legend. FYI, by the way, just coming in right now, the S&P 500 is now closed at a brand new all-time high. Holy shit. It gives you another reason to be bullish on the crypto markets, in my opinion. But anyway. So yeah, interesting. Let's get things moving. Let's do it, 37. Let's smash up the like button. Justin's here. What's going on, as well as CJ Power. Everyone jumping in. Don't forget, tap up that like button. Let's smash the like button. Drop the comments. Tap the screen. Lock in the likes. Let's get bullish. We've got lots to get through, lots to talk about. So we'll see what happens with this. I don't necessarily think it's a good idea. I absolutely don't necessarily agree with this way of going about it. You know, if Trump is in a world where he's like, yeah, I want rid of old Jezza P, then, I mean, he's definitely kind of a bit, people are just going to be like, I think someone's just trolled through whatever they can find. Anyway, with all of that, that's kind of why we see another little bit of a pullback in the markets. But hey, is what it is. Now, what is worth noting, by the way, though, that Bitcoin has been the best performing major asset in the past 12 months. In fact, now performing better than McDonald's stock. Who'd have thought that? So even though the S&P 500 is rallying today, as rotation from profits come out of Bitcoin, I am sure, and goes into the S&P 500, we do know that Bitcoin continues to be a very strong asset. And in fact, that over the last 12 months is significantly outperforming the rest of the mainstream asset classes, such as the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, etc. Right? Really good news. And certainly gives us a little bit more bullish. Wow, who just dropped a Bits Plays, dropping a Chezza, but I didn't know you guys could do that. Bullish. Hey, that's great news. Love that. Hey, that's what you call a moderator. That's what you call a moderator. Love it, Bits Plays. Stanton, what's going on? Welcome. Craig's in the house, says, clicked on it. It says, ended, Curtis. Oh. Your super chat goal ended? Oh, did it? I can start another one. I didn't know what it was. I just kind of clicked on a couple of times. I'm not going to start farming people. We're cool. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. But once again, thank you so much, by the way, for the gifts. I appreciate it. The old $5. Love it. Thank you so much. But yeah, anyway, important to reference this, by the way. Also, We talked a little bit about this last night, but even if you bought one Bitcoin at the top of every cycle, you'd return 90,000 into 470,000. Tells you exactly what's going on with Bitcoin. And actually everything playing out exactly as it is expected. If you take the 4-year cycle, everything is on track. So not time to panic. And someone else who's super bullish, MicroStrategy, once again buying over 6,000 Bitcoin, I think it was today, which is a fair chunk of change. They're like, yeah, do you know what? We just want some more Bitcoin. So Michael Saylor getting absolutely bullish. They now acquire 6,220 Bitcoin, holding 607. It's an eye-watering number of Bitcoin. Holy shit. Anyway, they are super crazy bullish. And this, again, once is good news. Angel, what's going on? What's up, 2-Bit? What's going on? Appreciate you being here, as always. Don't forget, tap in that like, tap in that follow. Let's smash the old record. We did get to 50,000 likes, but let's keep smashing up that like button. Let's keep tapping them in. Locking in those likes does massively help us out. Thank you very much, 37. Join the fan club. You know what's up, baby. You know what's up, baby. Thank you so much indeed. Beebs is here. I looked at Never Knew and You Were Meant by... I looked as Never Knew You Were Meant, but I think Super Chat still works. Yeah, but like, you got to try and get the call, haven't you? You got to get those points. It's like Pokemon. You got to get the points in. JJ, what's going on, man? Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thanks for tapping the screen, everybody. Everyone's getting crazy. I love it. Cheese is in the house. Good to see you, man. Right, don't forget as well, look at this. I thought this was really interesting, actually, and I just wanted to sort of double back and kind of just let people just relax, take a breath, understand how bull market cycles work. If it's your first time here in the bull market cycle, welcome. It is, as always, not straight up. But look at this. This is as easy as it gets to understand exactly what a bull market cycle truly looks like. You'll have days where the market pumps and you're like, holy shit, we're going to $1 million. And then you'll have days where the market dumps and you're like, oh my God, we're going to zero. For example, take last Tuesday, we pumped 0.6, looking like we were going to break that 120. Day after, collapse 1.8% down, okay? So this gives you a bit of a view as to where the market is. Volatility is the name of the game. We wouldn't have companies like Strategy and all the rest of it if there wasn't volatility in the market. This is the game. Understand it. Now, again, always look at the macro. I think that definitely helps. And that'll certainly sort of give you a view as to what's going on in the market. And the macro right now is incredibly bullish and optimistic of what's coming. So I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Did you say that guy that bought 54K BTC and exited with 6.5 billion? That's crazy. I feel like every day I see these stories. They're like, oh, little Jimmy put his paycheck in when he was down at coal mine at 16 and it's now worth $80 billion. You're like, cool. I bought half a Bitcoin about 3 weeks ago and it's still worth half a Bitcoin. Jesus. Anyway, it's all good fun. But yeah, I mean, there's some crazy numbers. I always go back to the guy that lost his hard drive in the city dump though. That's probably like, it's probably about $50 trillion now or something insane. Anyway, I thought it was just worthwhile noting, by the way. I think it's important. And again, if you weren't kind of bullish enough or you were a bit like, I kind of don't really believe you. I think this is all overhyped. I think the market's nonsense. Just understand how much is being purchased, how much is being dumped into the market, and how many people are getting involved. Andrew Gibson's in the house. MicroStrategy obviously being number one, moving up. Trump Media today buying over $2 billion worth of Bitcoin. That's a very bold statement. And again, you got things like Riot, Metaplanet, Galaxy Digital. Watch out. I think Metaplanet will buy some more this week. Tesla may start to come into the market depending on what's happened. I think the reason Tesla probably aren't is the whole Trump Elon thing. But, you know, just that gives your viewers equally how crazy this MicroStrategy one is. And we'll start to see this, I think, play out in an Ethereum market very, very soon. If you didn't watch my video talking about this yesterday, you absolutely have missed out. Poor man dropping a 10 banger. Says, anybody ready to say, I told you so? Your family and friends, let's get it. Poor man drops the 10 banger and goes to number one. Let's get it, mate. Rob C's in the house. Lauren Babs here. What's going on, Lauren? Good to see you, as always. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. And also make sure you're tapping that screen here on TikTok. We're nearly at 10,000 likes already, bros. And it's 9:10, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Right. Good news, okay? Good news. So that gives you a bit of a view of the markets. We'll keep an eye on what's going on with Bitcoin. You know, I'd like to see a close above 117. That's just more of an aesthetics and equally a confidence thing. But yeah, we'll see where we get to with that. So let's get a little bit of news and let's see what's going on. And we'll take all your questions and your thoughts and your views and your opinions. So Paul Atkins coming out today saying the SEC chair says Ethereum is not a security and praises its pivotal role in digital currencies. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I told you Ethereum was going to be crazy. Paul Atkins is freaking bullish on Ethereum. Let's go, Paul. He actually came out and said, I think it provides a great future for development. Holy shit, Paul Atkins, the SEC chair, is crazy bullish on Ethereum. Let's go. Let's go. He's actually going for dinner with Tom Lee, and they're setting up the newest. They're not really. It's just a lie. Anyway, we talked a little bit about some of these key things yesterday. If you didn't catch my short on TikTok, you definitely should have done, by the way. Talking about Ethereum and why it's so important, but BitDigital buying loads, SharkLink buying loads, as well as many, many others. Again, this is really important. And stablecoin markets are pretty much all going to be built on Ethereum if they're not already over there as well. So, yeah, important to reference and certainly keep an eye on what's going on with that. So, LK, good to see you, man. Welcome to you. We appreciate you as always. XRP John, what's going on, XRP John? XRP John, where the hell were you the other night when XRP was at an all-time high? We were going crazy here on the stream. We needed someone like you here. Good. Oh, hold on a minute. We got someone in the chat. JD says, whoa, 17 visitors. You make a lot of sound, but no sense. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Off your trot to some other weird NPC live. And you can't ask a question. No. That's not how it works. That's not, I'm kidding. I'm kidding as well, bro. I'm kidding as well. VeChain. We've talked about VeChain a couple of times, actually. I think the partnership with UFC could be fruitful if played out. What they need to do is do some sort of digital tickets or do some proof of event or something like that. They need to do something that's specific to here's a theory for you, right? If VeChain and the White House and the UFC do something sort of crazy, I think VeChain could be a absolute big player. I don't know if I'd hold it super long term, but yeah, I think with the UFC partnership could be pretty good. I think. So if they can get something dialed in and, whether it goes to like electronic tickets or whether they kind of go to something like, I don't know, something kind of like payments through VeChain or something, right? I think you could see some pretty interesting moves for sure. We'll have to wait and see. Could it hit 10 cents? I mean, it's what, 4.6x from where it currently is, I think. I think it's about 2.8, maybe 2.9, something like that last time I looked at it. Could it hit that? Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's doing like $80-90 million in volume. It's got a decent runner. The only thing I would say, and I've said this for a number of coins, but I believe something like 80 or 90% down from its all-time high. That's a long way down when you've got Ethereum's like 30% away. A couple of other coins aren't as far. But again, the partnership with the UFC will be a big deal, in my opinion. And again, don't forget, there is a growing adoption for VeChain. So I don't know super loads about it. I know some people are pretty bullish about it. So, it could have a run for sure. Again, I always go to the point, though, of if it doesn't have a stablecoin market, I think it will struggle in the new world. But that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. Andrew Gibson, what's going on, buddy? Hey, it's really long time consolidating. Yeah, that's true. That is true, in fairness. Cabin my mind up. Do you think we are running? I think maybe people are selling the news that could be for tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, you look at altcoins. I mean, you'd argue and say, I think we're doing a decent run at the minute. Lots of money coming, more than before, like around its all-time high. Yeah, that's true. And I would say, by the way, the fact that altcoins are moving tells us that capital is flowing into the markets right now. Dynamic thoughts on Polkadot? It's just not for me. It's just not for me. I don't necessarily think it's bad, by the way. I just think there's way better projects out there. It's similar, like someone asked me about Matic the other night. I actually own Matic. I thought it was going to do well. It's an absolute crock of shit and just move on and get something else. My opinion. BTC dominance it still needs to come down a little bit more. I mean, what we're at, 60.59 tells us altcoins are moving. I'm looking this range. We talked about 59.81 to 58.68. Breaks below that. It is go time. However, altcoins have been performing pretty well today. I think Bitcoin back to 117. Ethereum could just do it being green on the day. But Solana and many others have been doing very, very well. So yeah, anyway, back to the news. SEC chair looking super bullish. All right, good news. Interestingly enough, we have seen some big transactions going through as well today. Big wallets messing around with some pretty heavy amounts. In particular, long positions on Dogecoin, Pepe, shorts on Bitcoin. You only have to take a look, for example, at Hyperliquids. And I don't want to get into this place where it's like, oh, Hyperliquid needs to be like the most bullish thing in the world. I don't necessarily think that. But we are in a very similar place than we were yesterday. Very much optimistic around where the market is. You can see here, look, the top ends are a little bit bearish still, but that's fine. And also, you've got some big money moving around. Ethereum is an example with some big longs opening up. Look at all these longs, open long, open long, open long. 1.87 million, 2 million BTC long at 116.8. People are bullish on what's coming, by the way. Closing short at 118.61. Again, we are definitely seeing this. Look at this ratio coming up here. 71.86% of all trades on Hyperliquid right now are long on Ethereum. That's an important statistic. XRP, long. Dogecoin, long. ENA, which had a great run today, by the way, long on there as well. The only ones that are not, which I think is pretty obvious, meme coins behind the game. Don't be in meme coins right now. Altcoins are where it's at. There will definitely, in my opinion, be a rotation, but it's worthwhile noting. So, worthwhile noting here. Just come here a second, TikTok. I want to show you this because it's important. So, again, look at this. These you can see here. These are where everyone's trading. These are some of the key positions. Look at this. These are some of the big plays. Ethereum at the top. Lots of people are bullish on Ethereum. Bitcoin, 60.9. But this is a key number. We've been talking about Ethereum for the longest time. Hopefully you guys got in, got dialed in, and are ready for what's happening in the market. So yeah, very good if you ask me. And that's why we're seeing some big money moving around. Enzo, what's going on? Michael said, I got plenty of XRP, mate. Let's go, baby. You dialed in. I love it. I love it. Kay says, Craig, you don't understand. XRP is going to 100K. Get him, Holmes. Oh, love it. Swamps in the house. Good to see you, man. Stardog says, but it's half cycle low time and they're all going to get wrecked. Maybe. But I don't think so. Do you have a cold wallet you recommend? I use a Nano S. I'm probably going to upgrade to a Nano X. However, Tangum and Trezor both have done very, very well for a number of people in the community. But I can only comment on a Nano S, and it's been very good, and I've never had any problems with it. So, yeah. Again, please buy it from a reputable site. Go direct to the manufacturer. Do not buy it on Amazon, eBay, or anywhere else. Absolute scammers. BR95's tonight's happening. I hope so. What percent we could talk about alt season? As in, what do you mean? Do you see an alt season happening? I see an alt season happening right now, baby. I think we're absolutely in it. I think we're absolutely right in it. I'll switch to Ledger later. Yeah, okay, I have a Tangum and I want to get my stuff off ASAP. Where are you sending it to? If you've got another wallet, I mean, it's just as simple. Remember, please do a test transaction. So many people will lose so much money because they're all like, oh, I need to get this off. Please do a test transaction, send a couple of bucks, do it the right way. All right, important. Good. 2-bit knows made that. Yeah, 100%. Like, I've definitely made that mistake. But yeah, I've never had a problem with a Ledger S. I probably will upgrade to a Ledger X. I think they're pretty good as well. So, right, let's continue. Here's some big news that you may not have seen today, by the way. Bush! Coinbase is now signing the CFTC-regulated perpetuals for US traders, offering a 10x leverage and a 0.02 fee. What? So, what the hell does this mean? And why is no one talking about it? Coinbase is offering perpetual futures contracts as of July 21st. And these contracts are on nano Bitcoin perpetual inventories. Why is this important? It gives Wall Street exposure to trading leverage when it comes to Bitcoin. They can enjoy the craziness that is, and I think this is important. Again, another extension of what is going on. I think this is really, really important to reference as well. So traders now can access instruments through Coinbase's financial markets. Why is this important? They're all linked to the ETFs and all of that kind of crazy stuff. The exchange-registered futures commission merchant and designated contract maker will be, rather than Bermuda-based Coinbase International opened, it will be a US-based one. Also, they're going to allow US margin and clearing requirements. Pretty crazy, if you ask me. Massive developments from where we were last year. Coinbase, in my opinion, looking pretty bullish. Coinbase shares look crazy as well. By the way, we got nearly 58 people in the TikTok live. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You guys are crushing it. Keep tapping the like. Keep getting. Let's get to like 100,000 views. That'll be 100,000 likes. That'd be crazy. Anyway, did you pull the trigger 2-bit? On what? Are you talking about what was discussed in the investment group thing? Because if it was, no one said anything after I put a message in before I came live. So no is the answer. But I'll do it after I've finished this. But yeah. Smart test transaction always. 100%. I mean, so many people just, so many people miss out on that. And yeah, that's just life, isn't it? Like, so many people will just not do it. So why? Someone isn't reading the messages properly. What do you mean? I'm going to bring it up. I'll literally bring it up on the screen. I think I literally said, do you want me to do it? Didn't I? Hold on a minute. Yeah. So then, and then someone, 9:03. I'm already fucking live at 9:03, you massive set of choppers. Get out of here, Holmes. Jesus, it's hard enough as it is. XLM, yeah, nah, it's had a pretty big run. It's had a pretty big run on XLM. I don't know, chat, what do you think? XLM, good news or not? Forest Road Garden Centre. What the hell are you guys talking about in here? Is it only going to be allowed in the UK? What? I don't know what you mean. Not the recommended wallet for fake TikTok influencers. Yeah, don't do anything. Anything. If a TikToker's like, hey, this super cool wallet. I literally would just unsubscribe to their channel and move on. Anyway, right. This is good news, by the way. Let's talk about some other crazy news today. In fact, let's just ask a question out there. Chat, what do you think is going to be a pretty crazy announcement today? What do you think is a crazy announcement? Because, I mean, you almost couldn't write this stuff. It's insane. Hey, Lewis, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Also, thanks for all the gifts, you massive legends. I appreciate it. By the way, we're in the top 10% of League D2, whatever the hell that means, but it sounds good. What's going on with Pengu? Oh, man, Pengu's been crushing it. I'm so disappointed that I didn't get into that. Anyway, JP Morgan is now saying, oh, no, tariffs are fine. US debt doesn't matter. Don't worry about it, baby. We've got Bitcoin. Holy shit. It's absolutely wild. So bear in mind, like a year ago, Jamie Dimon stood up there. I think it was on Fox News or something. And he's like, don't get it. Bitcoin's a scam. Don't understand why people are getting it. I understand blockchain, but I don't understand Bitcoin. It's a waste of time. All of a sudden now they're like, actually, yeah, tariffs are totally fine. Yeah, we're cool. We're absolutely cool with it. Tariff policy, yeah, brilliant. Oh, and the US debt, we don't care. We don't care. It's $37 trillion. What are you talking about? Bitcoin will save it. All right, JP Morgan. Jamie Dimon's going to come out with a Bitcoin hat on pretty soon. Can you imagine? Jamie Dimon's like, oh, man, what are you talking about? I said I was absolutely super macro bullish on Bitcoin. I don't know what you guys are on about. Jamie, this is literally a clip of you saying it's a scam. No, it's not me. It's my brother. It's my brother. Jude Diamond. Anyway, a senior JP Morgan Chase & Co. executive. That's important to reference, by the way. It's not just some like skivvy that makes the tea. An executive. Diminished concerns of spiraling national debt and President Trump's tariff policies threatening to upend the US dominance. Jacob Monakian, who is the JP Morgan US head of investment strategy, sounds like he knows what he's talking about, argues that fears are largely baseless, and he, for one, will not be paying attention to the Sell America mantra. JP Morgan now going bullish on BTC. What do you think ETH can reach? Man, I mean, hard to tell. I've always been 8 to 10K. Some people now are going 15 to 20. So conservatives, I would start taking some profits around 7. That's just my opinion. Not financial advice, as it never is on this channel, but worth noting. Brother, how can I keep my XRP safe? Any recommendations? Once again, my XRP is on a Ledger Nano S. You can also get, I believe the Trezor wallet is fine as well. Find a cold storage wallet. Again, mine's on a Ledger and I've had no problems with it. You just need to, equally, you could do sort of stuff with phones, but Ledger has never let me down. I'm not saying it's the best wallet. I'm not saying that it's an affiliate promotion at all. It's never let me down. That's just my opinion. So, and my XRP is over there, or some of it. I have it split over a couple of different wallets, but yeah. That's just my opinion. And once again, please get it from the official, if you're going to get that one, by the way, the official retailer. Not anywhere. Don't sell your XRP. Kevin knows what's up. Poor man says, Curtis, it wouldn't change battery problems. Said, go to the Ledger site. Error. Home Sailor wears XRP pants and socks. I've heard that as well. I actually saw a video yesterday by yours and my favorite crypto YouTuber. I'm not going to slag him off, but it literally said XRP explosion or something, and it was a picture of Michael Saylor, and I was like, what the hell? Michael Saylor's talking about XRP? Like, this has definitely not happened. Clicked on it. For a 9-minute video, there wasn't a single mention of XRP. I mean, how do these people get away with this sort of stuff? You and I both know him. It starts with L and ends in Evi, and he knows what's up. Anyway, JP Morgan, going bullish. We're all down for it. What's your view on Coin? Man, do you know what? Soul boy, Coin, back in 2017, I said would be an absolute monster. It's a privacy coin, right? Yeah, Coin with the weird, like, green. Man, I mean, no one knows about it anymore. I think it's kind of done all right. I think it's a bit legacy, like Monero. Maybe privacy coins will make a comeback, but I think there's other coins that will be way better than that. But yeah, Coin, man, I talked about that literally 9 years ago. Coin, who the hell? I didn't know people still bought it. Didn't know people still bought it, but yeah, bullish on Coin. By the way, we're nearly at 20,000 likes. You guys are killing it. A little bit behind the ratio, though. We were doing 10,000 every 10 minutes, so let's up our game. There's 44 people in this TikTok live. If everyone just goes ham on their screen, locks in some of these likes, we could be at 50K without even messing around. Too bad you went. I mean, it might be one of mine. I can't remember. Only time Sailor mentioned XRP was when he begged it to stop pumping. I agree. Babden just popped in to tell us that she has arranged a date with 420. Let's go. Where? What date? I want proof. Anyway, right. Obviously, another just dead quick one as well. Now, again, if you follow me on TikTok, you will have seen my altcoin video. If you follow me here on YouTube, you would have seen my altcoin video, of which nearly 1,500 of you actually watched. Bullish on you guys. But there are some key things to think about. The Genius Act is in. Ethereum's on the move. What are people saying are going to be some good coins? Well, Trump's stablecoin law is igniting the market, as we would expect. And the fact that he said this, for years, you were mocked and dismissed and counted out, citing the massive validation for your hard work and pioneering spirit, your ability to navigate. Congratulations on this incredible achievement. So, a couple of coins to think about are here. Best Wallet token is allegedly going to be a good one. We've got AVAX, which is a good one. SUI still below $4. Obviously looking pretty bullish. Bitcoin Hyper, no idea what it is, but certainly could be a good news. And then obviously anything Ethereum based looks pretty good as well. So Ondo Finance we know is picking up in terms of some big announcements potentially around the corner. Shout out to Holmes for that. Again, worth noting some of these key opportunities out there as well. So lots of people are getting pretty bullish on the markets. BTC back above 117. That's the likes, baby. You know how we do it. And then we've talked a little bit about that. We talked about Hyperliquid and we've talked about that. So good. We are pretty much up to speed. There has been no breaking news while we've been live. I have got loads of DMs actually on what the hell? Why have I got so many DMs on there? I'll take a look at them in a minute. Anyway, what happens when you're popular? Lauren Bob says, when I'm... What the heck? Perman probably an issue. You've lost... You guys have lost me. I'm totally lost tonight. You totally lost me. Okay, breaking news. I'm still poor. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Will there be a pullback? I mean, you could argue right now we are in the midst of a pullback. If you go on the daily chart, we actually are seeing 4 days of corrections off that big wick up, that 120, nearly retest 121. We're seeing this kind of cool off. Loads of people, I think, will be like, oh, that was it. Top was in. I just can't believe that from a macro standpoint. Also, when you break down some of the key metrics that we would look at, for example, if you look at the bull market peak indicators, we are still 0 out of 30 indicators that historically have signaled the bull market top are at 0. We see BlackRock buying. There's been big country announcements today, buying more. I still secretly, deep back here in my head and equally in my heart, believe that there could be some sort of strategic reserve announcement tomorrow. I would love it to be it. Will there be a pullback? Yes. There is always going to be some kind of correction in the market. It's just the nature of it. Remember, our total market capitalization of the cryptocurrency market is $3.84 trillion. Nvidia by itself is $4 trillion. So there will always be corrections in the market. Again, it's about not trying to time it because you'll get it wrong. Just my opinion. But what you need to do is just obviously risk, reward, work the ratios. That's the best way you can do it. Just my opinion. Go to our handle, one cup and handle, moon soon. Let's get it. Lauren, I thought we met already. Curtis, 420 is trying to move in. Be careful. Be careful. But yeah, Snecko, clips, that's my view. But yeah, there'll always be a pullback. The debate is how far is the pullback, right? It's how far is the pullback. So yeah. Bitsplay says Bitcoin dominance to 60%. Yeah, we want to see that. We want to see it below that as well, which I think will be good news. So let's give you guys, can I give you guys some more coins? I don't know if I can actually. I don't know if I sorted this out the other day. Oh my God, I didn't sort it out. Man, I'll sort it out for next stream. Such a loser. Apologies. I had a feeling we would drop today. Just been running hot and a lot of coins deeply overbought. Yeah, well, we came out of the gates hot. US markets didn't like it. I don't think they like the Jerome Powell thing. And I kind of get it. That, you know, it's a bit like, why would that be a good thing? We touched on it last night, didn't we, really? It's like getting rid of him would not be a good thing right now. Just my opinion. Many people would disagree with me, but they would be wrong. That's just my view anyway. That's just my view. Right, I'm just clearing some of this nonsense off. And there's all sorts of crap on here. What the hell is that for this stuff? Right, anyway, we're caught up, which is good news. Right, good. Good. Bits Blaze putting a treasure chest up there. Hey, thank you so much, Bits Blaze. Don't forget, keep tapping that screen, everybody. Let's get it. They won't get rid of him. Yeah, I don't think they will either. I think it'd be pretty crazy if they did. Stardog, you got any more crazy date predictions? Let's get it. Simon, what's going on? Says holidaying in France. Wine, cheese, and your stream to round off a lovely day. Simon, I'm actually going to be out in France in about 4 weeks, so I can't wait. Can't wait, but yeah, super bullish. Evening, how's it going? 2-bit, Steve? It's all gravy, my man. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you guys in. Don't forget, tap up that like button and make sure you are absolutely subscribed to the channel. We're breaking down the best in cryptocurrency content for you guys every single day. Luke's in the house, says expectations for tomorrow. Because of your video, I trusted you and invested in Sui, Ondo, etc. Jasmy Coin, XRP prediction this bull run. I'll get to that. Look, I think the markets could do very, very well tomorrow. I think we might get an announcement. What I would say is Sui, you got it, I think, cheaper than it's been. Ondo, I think will do very, very well, by the way. I actually bought some more Ondo the other day, so I don't think that's a bad shout. Equally, Jasmy Coin, probably a little bit more on the sort of risk on, but has had a nice little run. Looks like it's just retesting this resistance level at 1.9. Hopefully it breaks up. I would, though, caveat by saying, if you invest specifically on the fact that I talk about something, that is not a great strategy. Always make sure that you actually understand what you're investing in. But I would say, Luke, as a investment to start off with, and as long as you haven't put your entire life savings in, I think you've probably done okay. I guess we'll see how time brings. What I would tell you is I'm invested in every single one of those projects you said. So I think that's okay, mate, to be honest. XRP predictions, I've always said $8 to $10. I think, yeah, I mean, some people think XRP could go even crazier. We're actually just breaking above this line. This first line off this move. Look at this retest on this critical line that I put on here. You can see there. I mean, someone could tell me I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to TA, and I would say, check that effing line out. Look at this, TikTok. Look at this line. Look how close I got this prediction. Bosh! Oh yeah, baby, Mr. Postman. That's how you know when you've got the things going down. You know, we're bringing it. Michael says, holiday in Greece. What a beautiful place. But still checking my crypto, mate. Honestly, I'm trying to work out when I go to France. It's always a bit awkward because I still need to do content. This is the problem, right? When you run a YouTube channel and a TikTok channel, all this kind of stuff, you kind of still need to do content. So I'm going to have to record like loads of videos before I go. I am probably going to try and do a couple of live streams while I'm out there, but it will just be on my phone. Otherwise, last time I went, I came back, the channel like just took a massive dip in terms of views and all the rest of it. So I need to stay dialed in and connected, and we're going to be trying doing that as well. Also going to break resistance, BTC all-time high. No one is ready. Everyone's going to be so bullish they're going to ride it all to zero. Do you think, Stardog? Interesting. MSC, what's your thoughts on Say? I haven't really looked at Say for a while. We did have it on our charts. It's you know, look, it's kind of all right. Lots of people think it could do well. I think they're getting a bit of a meme coin thing going over there, maybe a launch pad. So, you know, it's got an opportunity. Cubic, by the way, breaking out as well. I think Tim talked about this one. This one looking pretty bullish as well. Cubic on a nice little move. I think Python's done well today as well. So, yeah, a couple of out-fringer alts starting to move a little bit, which is good news. If we keep tapping the like button, by the way, and keep seeing absolutely being bullish, we could see Bitcoin go green on the day. 117, 167. We've pumped it $300 since we came live, so make sure you tap in that screen. Do you hold AMP, and what's your thoughts? I do not hold AMP. What is it? AMP? Don't know what it is. Shah, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let us buy Quant. I mean, Quant's been doing well. ISO 222 compatible. 122, I mean, yeah. Only thing I would say with things like Quant is they're just a bit grindy, as in they generally are going up, but it takes them forever to get to a decent price point. Not like, you know, as an example, AIOZ that's done 15% today. I don't think you'll get anything crazy out of something like Quant, but yeah, just my opinion. Share the stream, your legends. Thanks. Anyway, do you hold Beam? I don't. I kind of messed around with it a little bit in like 2024, but yeah, not so much now. I don't really play it. Well, that's not true, actually. I don't have a lot of DeFi players. I know Beam's not particularly DeFi, but you get my point. XRP is going to bump up to $4 will be nothing. I hope so. I hope so, for sure. Vern is taking over for a couple of weeks. I mean, Vern could, actually. Vern could, if he wanted to. Let me just send this message. Sorry, it is terribly rude to be typing stuff, but anyway. 10k ETH, I hope so. I'm in that camp. I'd like to see a 10k ETH Ollie for sure. I think we've definitely got that opportunity. As more and more institutional money flows in. I can't seem to tap your comment though to get it unfiltered. TikTok can be super weird sometimes. It is kind of annoying. Oh, well, I can't unfilter it, but I can see it. When do you think the bull run will stop? Well, I've got two predictions. Aptus, what's going on? I think we could see a peak in August and then potentially October, 25th high. Some people think we're going into 2026. It's all going to be dependent on what happens from an institutional point and if retail come back into the market. So we'll see. I don't quant at 46 happy days. Nice, bro. I like it. What's going on, Gonzalo? Good to see you, man. Stick to high conviction players and you have nothing to worry about. That's true as well. 18k ETH, man. I love the fact Gonzalo is super bullish on it. $3 H-bar. $3 H-bar would be insane. That would be a massive move. That would be a massive move. 2-bit. Are you as bullish as you make out in your 30x video? I would say yes. And in most of those plays, I'm actually invested in them. So yeah, I'm pretty like heavily. I would say I am 95% in altcoins is my portfolio. 95% altcoins. So, but yeah, most of those 30x ones, I mean, there is a couple of fringe ones that I think are good plays, but I don't particularly like dispersing loads of capital. I'd rather hold less positions with bigger bags than loads of little positions. I don't necessarily think that's a good idea, but yeah, that's just my view. That's just my view. How does ISO 222 coins work? If XRP goes up, they go up. No. It's a legislation and a like a framework for coins that are specific. Yeah, they're basically specific or a standard that could be used from a technical community. So we've seen a lot of it in terms of the US and what that can look like. And basically it allows kind of institutions to sort of have I mean, it's not about security, isn't it? But just being able to kind of move between certain coins, it's hard to explain really, like a market infrastructure for banks. All right, let's call it that. Let's just call it that. It's easier. So you get institutional adoption and probably more conviction when they sort of look to those players. So yeah, that's kind of what they are. Are there any big crypto events happening this week? Not really. We've got PCE next week, which could drive a little bit, but outside of that, not particularly. It's a very boring week. The big deal is tomorrow, the 180 days post Trump's election. We've obviously got Jerome Powell, his opening remarks at the banking conference. Might not be a big thing, really. We'll see what that happens. It's never really done much in the past, but other than that, pretty boring week. Next week, though, we get FOMC interest rate decision. Bum, bum, bum. That's going to be exciting, as well as Jerome Powell's press conference, followed by PCE, which could be also pretty interesting as well. And then we go into the 1st of August. So next week could be pretty tasty. Luke, I feel like I talked about that yesterday. It's going up. It's a new all-time highs. You'd have to put way loads of capital to make some money. Risk versus reward. That's the balance you got to take. Exciting. We know what's happening. That's it. 2-bit. Zebex trying to break out. Yeah, Zebex was looking pretty good earlier on. Zebex was up 18.5%. Nice little break. Needs a little push, though. Needs to break 4-1, in my opinion. I think Zebex above 4-1 looks pretty strong. And yeah, good to see it's coming back up as well. What does it look like at the Fibonacci? Look at that. The 382 at 4194. Absolutely perfect retest. That break above that filters through pretty nicely. We want to see this start to rally back up again as well. If you've been DCAing on Zebex, well done. I'm certain that you will make some pretty interesting positions move over the course of the next week. But yeah, Zebex looking pretty good actually, which is good. As are some of the others. AVAX had a nice little move today up to $25. Aerodrome Finance thought this was going to break $1, performing pretty well as well here on the daily. So nice little move on Aero. Again, holding up pretty well as well. Good. Right. XRP will go up when the big guys decide to take XRP to the market themselves. That's true. Would you sell a portion of your assets to take profit, or would you hold not? No, absolutely. I would sell as the market goes up, and I've stood by this point. I will be 100% out of cryptocurrency when I believe the top of the market's in, and I will hold stable coins, obviously pay my taxes, but I'll hold stable coins with a position then to try and get back in as the market dips. We know the market's going to go down from whatever high it gets to. I'm going to try and play the market, but taking profits is a good strategy. If you're not sure about it, I've actually got a video going to come out pretty soon. It's going to talk about what I plan to do in terms of my market analysis, what I'm going to do in terms of the bull market, but definitely do not round trip everything like a crazy person. All right. You'll be way, way, way annoyed with yourself. So yeah, keep your eyes on that. How is sand looking? I mean, I think it was up about 5% earlier on. Sand is looking, oh man, it's down 0.45, a market cap of $885 million. Holy crap. That is crazy, baby. That is crazy. In other news, by the way, just keeping you guys posted, the 10K to 100K is now at $8,000. We are climbing our way back up. Look at this. It's coming, baby. We're making some moves. We are making some freaking moves. We're all about it. We're all about it. So good news. Good news. I love it. I love it. ICP. Yeah, we talked about ICP before. Where is it? I've got it down here somewhere. ICP. Here we go. It's at $6. Man, I talked about this before. Like, I just don't see it doing anything super crazy. Volume looks pretty pants. It's way down on its previous move. 2023 was this big push. It's below its 2024 and 2023 market cycle, and we are super bullish right now. Yes, I accept lots of other coins are down there, but look, it's had a decent move. I just can't see it doing anything super crazy. Now, again, I'm not close enough to be really like, oh, 100% I think it's a pile of crap, but it had a massive run up in a kind of bear market. So, you know, we'll see what that looks like, but that's just my view. How do you know about how much percentage to take referring to crypto now if you don't have a lot of coins? Take what's right for you. It's your money at the end of the day. You click the button. You've got to absolutely do it. Do not get into the mindset of a mooner, which is like, I'm going to hold this. It's going to go 50x and I'm going to make all my money. I'm just going to 100% in, 100% out. Just take a little bit. Take 10%, 15%. 25%, whatever it is, right? You can look at DCAing, you can have it in the bank. Once you take profits, baby, profits are profits, all right? But do what you think's right for you. Some people might take 25%. Some people might take 5%. It's exactly what you feel is the right for you. It's important. Furkan, thank you for the follow. Any predictions on Quan? I mean, look, people talk about $200, maybe. Maybe. Man, we're at 26,500 likes. Let me tell you who's not doing very well on the likes. YouTube. Come on. Not even 60 likes. Let's get it going. Alex, what's going on, pal? Welcome. Mokum, listen to what Craig just said. So the end of August, a good time to take profits. I mean, you gotta kind of do it, in my opinion. You gotta kind of do it. Craig, why are you deleting people's messages? Craig, I'm gonna take you off being a moderator soon. You just keep deleting messages. What are you doing? Have you just banned Poor Man? What the hell's going on, Craig? Craig, what is going on, bro? You better not ban Poor Man, Craig. Let me tell you, you're in trouble if you are. I'm telling you right now. But yeah, hey Blaze, thanks for that. Be an NPC. Wally, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Your view on AMP. You asked me about that before. I don't know what it is. Okay, let's bring up the DeFi market and let's have a look at some DeFi plays. Holmes wanted me to ban Poor Man for leaving the stream for that Julie. How long have you banned him for? I mean, it's good that you listen to Holmes. Right. What's it called? What do you guys keep asking me to look at? AMP. It's just a thing that people keep putting in my chat. They're like, oh, buy AMP. It's going to be amazing. It's down 2%. It's a $353 million market cap. And it's currently, from its all-time high, 72% down. Here we go. Let me give you my opinion of it. It's rubbish, and I would move away from it as quickly as I possibly could. Depends where you bought in, by the way. If you bought in at like all-time highs, you maybe just hold it onto that bag and praying that it's going to go up, but it doesn't look like it, in my opinion. It's doing 23k in volume on a $353 million market cap project with 227k in liquidity, and it's got 5 audit risk. It looks like a piece of shit. That's my opinion. 10-second ban. Okay, fine. Dyer is going strong. DIA. I don't know what that is. I need to go to the shower. My balls are sweaty still from trading open today. Wow, 420. That's very graphic and not something we need. But yeah, Mo, hopefully that helps you. But yeah, I wouldn't, if you're thinking of investing in it, just my opinion, it's not financial advice. It never is on this channel. There's no way on this earth I'd be buying that. Not a chance. Good. Okay, good 420. Bit weird. So 420 breaking news. What? 420's balls, or is there actually breaking news? Let's have a look. Maybe there is some breaking news. Breaking news. I know you guys like my breaking news. Hold on, TikTok. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Let's have a look. Peter Shift. Breaking news says Ether is back near the upper end of its trading range. If you own any, it's a great time to sell. Oh, shut up, Peter Schiff. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, this is probably more important. Look at this. The cost of not locking in is spending the rest of your life clocking in, baby. That's what we're about. That's what we're about. We're going to bin the 9-to-5s and we're going to move on. That's my opinion. Anyway, good news stories. Hey, guys, just really quickly, my thumbnail artist got some like new, kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, like a new thing on like his computer. So yeah, check this out. Look how cool this thumbnail is. Bosh, look at that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Guess what a video is later. I think he's doing a great job. He's only 16 as well. Absolutely doing a great job. Massive kudos to him. Great thumbnail artist. Right. Anyway, Peter Schiff is a gold maxer. Yeah, he is. Absolutely, for sure. 2-bit looks nothing like you. What do you mean? I am literally the Brad Garling House of Yorkshire. Keep tapping that screen, everybody. Man, we're at 30,000 likes. Are you kidding me right now? Let's get it, TikTok. Do you think the blow off top will be much higher than the coming peak? Hard to tell, really. I mean, look, I think at the minute, and you don't understand. See, this is the thing you do, Holmes. You don't understand the concept of that video, because actually what I've done is taken clips of every single person that's talked about XRP to $100, and I'm going to roast them in the video. I'm not really. I'm going to talk about how XRP can get to $100. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, look, who knows? It's going to be driven by a couple of things. Is retail going to come back to the market with a vengeance? I think so. And when do institutions stop buying Bitcoin? That's going to be the question you got to ask yourself. At the minute, it feels like it's accelerating the amount that they buy in. So, yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to slow down anytime soon, which is very bullish and optimistic for a longer time period. I think, yeah, I think that's good news if you ask me. That is good news, as always. So, yeah, keep tapping that like button, by the way. 30,000 likes. You guys are crushing it. Also, if you can on YouTube, head down to the bottom of the screen. Just click that thumbs up. Massively helps out. And make sure that people are fully aware that we are the absolute G's here on the channel. And we're keeping it real as you do. So, yeah, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. You're in the background. Time to go and get fresh for the evening. Man, what's 420 up to? What's 420 up to? ETH price prediction around Christmas time. I mean, that might be the after the bull market top. I mean, I'd like to think Ethereum. I'm being conservative in my predictions, I feel, based on some other people, by the way. In fact, Tom Lee, I think, has come out and said that he reckons Ethereum's going to get to like 20K. I think 8 to 10,000 is a reasonable place. I would start taking some profits around 7K. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Doge! Oh, you need to send me it, though, because it never comes up. Oh, what's it called? DJI something, 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 right? Oh, it's there, look. I've got it. I've got it. Where are you at now? $75 million market cap. This thing is ridiculous. Like, what the hell is this thing? What actually is this, Gonzalo? This is like the most insane like cryptocurrency project ever. It's a $75 million market cap. Like, what? The man has been in the game for a while, but he has no crystal ball. That's true. Do you own Shiba Inu? No. I think Pepe will be a bigger runner than Shiba Inu. I know you did. I know. It's only a 3x. It's fine. I'm cool with it. But hey, I'm glad you're printing, by the way. Did you see that this absolute sack of spanners got listed on Mexi and a few others? Oh, what a surprise. It's 46% down. PSYOP, or whatever it's pissing called, the DigiCoin replacement. Please, for God's sake, if you watch anyone that's talked about DigiCoin, just simply unfollow them, right? It's the right thing to do. No surprise. Dumb. Do you know what's crazy about this? Do you know what's crazy about this? There are some absolute fucking shambles of a people. Look at this, right? Look at this. The #1 trading wallet on PSYOP didn't buy a single freaking coin and cashed out nearly 200K. That's not something I'm interested in. Look at some of these. Bought $34, cashed out 100K. $34, cashed out 100K. $33, 100K. Like, this is the reason people need to follow better people, right? Because all of those crappy people that were like, oh, DigiCoin's going to go to the moon, and oh my God, PSYOP, I can't believe they just launched it. Oh, they're the people that just absolutely wrecked so many. Look at these. They're a disgrace. I know what I'd do with those people. I'd tell them, I'd say, hey, you are a complete disgrace, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Anyway, there you go. Don't buy DigiCoin and don't buy Coin. It's all scammerinos, in my opinion. Talking about profits, when will you start to take profits on XRP? I don't know, like in a bit. In a bit. Just my opinion. I'm happy. I love it. I love it. Talking about profits, when will you start taking profits on XRP? I'm going to look in a bit. Malcolm, if you are brand new, and again, Holmes, you know, his questions may be new. He may be brand new. This may be his first ever cryptocurrency market, and he's been watching the 2-Bit Crypto channel. He's been listening in, and he bought XRP at 35 cents, and he's massively up. Maybe it's a very much valid question. Let's embrace new people and, you know, those people just need a little bit of help and offer our support. I don't believe everyone is here to just kind of shill it. At least he's not coming and going, hey, bro, I own 100,000 XRP. Like, tell me I should take some profits. So, Malcolm, if it's your first bull market cycle, keep your eyes peeled to the market. Do what is right for you and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's my view. That's my view. Good for buy or sell now. Farham, what? Do you just mean the crypto market in general or what? I'm not sure what you mean. Kevich, thank you for the follow. Man, we get some new followers tonight. I appreciate you guys. We're nearly at 40,000 likes. Are we? No, 31.2. Guys, you guys are slacking. Come on. Tapping that like. Keep tapping that like button. I need a 12x, please. Thank you. Hey, no problems. Stanton, the only reason why I sold XRP was because I needed the money. Otherwise, I would not. Stanton, you got to do what's right. Again, it doesn't matter how big your portfolio is. If you can't pay for your house or your internet or your computer, or you don't have an house to live in, well, no matter how big your portfolio is, it. You know what I mean? You got to do what's right, you know? Not selling any XRP for another 6 years. Holy shit, Robert Dover is super crazy bullish. Too bad I have 100,000 XRP. When should I take profits? If you, I was going to say something. And then totally forgot that I'm live streaming on TikTok, so I better not. Binance will remove the seed tag for Bonk, Eigen, ETHFi, Pengu, and Pepe on the 21st of July. Interesting. Isn't that today? That's today, isn't it? One time keeping us fresh, by the way. Love it. Love it. I'm really hoping that if I carry on getting loads of practice, I can pass my test before terrible if any public transport here, Holmes. Are you learning to drive, Lauren? Bullish on Lauren learning to drive. And then, so, I mean, 420. By the way, if Lauren learns to drive and drives to your house before you go and see her, that's a disgrace. And you would need to have a word with yourself. Never really bought XRP. People that believe it would hit 10K are wrong. 100% they're wrong. I don't think it'll hit 100. 8 to 10, maybe super crazy bull market, 12. But again, not financial advice, just my opinion. Opinions on Pudgy Penguins and Concordium. I don't know anything about Concordium. Pudgy Penguins, I think personally, is massively overhyped right now. Massively overhyped. I mean, this is a $2.76 billion market cap right now. That is fucking crazy. And I think the problem you've got with this a little bit is the amount of money you're going to have to put in to make it. You could put $1,000 in this and it could move like to what, 2.8 billion. That's probably going to be like 1,050 or something crazy like that. But yeah, I mean, it's insane. It's still not quite all-time highs. All-time highs 4.7. So what, 3.1 billion maybe? But yeah, I do think it's overhyped though. Just my opinion, short term. I think it is. I'm just listening to the excuses. Lauren is getting boring. That's true. Lauren says he's in the shower 2-bit. Okay, fine. Well, you can listen to it. But yeah, that would be a joke, by the way. If you literally learn to drive, pass your test, and drive to him before he even gets, like, just get on a train. Do you know, I know I'm divulging a little bit and moving away from slight crypto conversations. I'm going to be back talking about it in just a second. But for the longest time, I lived in the north and my missus lived in the south. It was a 2.5-hour train journey every single weekend, but I did it every single weekend. And then at points when we got cars, I used to drive down. I used to work night shifts. This is going back when I was way younger, like 21, 22. And I would do a night shift Monday. What did I do? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Finish my night shift at 9 a.m. Drive to see her. Get there for like 11. Sleep while she was at work. It was always a bit awkward with her parents. And then I was good. Talk about commitment, 420. Been there, done that. And I've got 3 kids to show for it. No, not wanting to put you off, by the way. Christian, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, my man. What altcoin's good to buy now? Can you split? What can you spill? Farham, definitely check my shorts out. Also, go and check my YouTube channel out. I've got a great video just released, 30x potential altcoins. Not financial advice, just good technical views of some altcoins. Go watch that video. and also just have a look. But I think, look, I'd stick to anything, top 10, top 20, generally try and understand what's going on in the market. Don't just buy something because someone talks about it. It's not a good strategy. Red Belly Network back. What the hell is that, Luke? I don't even know what that is. Red Belly. Sounds crazy. Sounds crazy if you ask me. But yeah, I mean, we're down for it. We're down for it if you ask me. Shorty's in the building. What's going on, pal? Good to see you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've no idea what Red Belly is, though. Like, literally got no clue. I've never even heard of it. Never even heard of it. But yeah, could be interesting for sure. Do you really think XRP price will be in 6 years from now? 100, 250, 500 more? I mean, who knows? Like, it could be even crazier than that. I mean, think about it, right? Where's my XRP charts here? Let's do it on a monthly. Let's do it on. Well, in fact, let's do it on the monthly. Like this is it's going to be fine. This. I mean, maybe it's going to be fine. I don't know if it's going to be fine. Let's take it from. We'll probably have to do it on the weekly chart, actually. Let's do it from a Fibonacci extension view. No, we need to go super macro on this. Hold on a minute. Let me do it this. Fib. All right, there we go. That's what I want to do. Let's do this. Let's scale it forward as a potential move. Well, look, the 2618, if you play it forward over the course of the next 5 years, what could we be looking at? Oh man, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm actually on the wrong thing. I'm on the Ethereum versus XRP. What am I doing here? Here we go. Jesus Christ. What the heck is going on? Right. I'm there. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I've got it. Right. Trend-based Fibonacci extension. Let's take it from the bottom to the local top and then back down again and scale it forward. So where do we think we could get to over the course of the next few years? Obviously, this is not financial advice. This is like, you know, crypto. Oh, I thought I said Crypto Vern then. I was like, what the hell is that? Crypto Mike 75. Just follow him. What's going on? What can you say about Monero? It's been around a while. Let me come back to that in just a second. If everything plays out as it kind of has done in previous cycles on a Fibonacci 1618, you could argue certainly in the short term, we could definitely see 1618 between $6 and $9, which I've been talking about for a while. Now, what you could do is you could then argue and say, well, if we see a consistent pattern breaking out from the previous move, which would have been here, so January 2018, from the previous bull market cycles, then you kind of move it forward. So we went from 17 to 18, which would, oh my God, what's that doing? So 17 to 18, right? We can just put that in here. And that gave us, what am I doing here? Hold on a minute. That gave us a move of 63,000%, right? It's pretty big. Let's do the 2020 bottom to the 2021 top was 1,800. So you could say, well, that was a division of 60, let's say, for example. And then you say, well, 2024 to potential now, do the same sort of numbers. If you were up around that for this bull market cycle, takes us to kind of what we said, which is between sort of 8 and 10. Then you play it forward and say, well, what was the next bull market cycle? The next bull market cycle will be 28 to 29, correct? 28 to 29. You give a bit of uptrend for that. So you say 10, go 1,800%. Do you get to, I mean, this is like super crazy, more three-dimensional amounts, 2030, $223. There you go. There you go. That's my prediction. By 2030, XRP is going to be $223. There you go. Hope that helps. Oh, dear me. I just saw your message in. I saw your message in X just saying Nacho's on the move. However, it's still 90% down. So yeah, I didn't go any further with it. It made me laugh. It did make me laugh. Appreciate the courtesy. Yeah, let's see. I haven't looked at it. I should probably look at it in fairness. I should definitely look at it. Anyway. Any news on Powell? No, other than the fact that what's she called again? Paulina something or others referred him to the DOJ to maybe sue his ass and get him out. I mean, you don't want to piss Trump off. He's literally going to take you out, isn't he? Hey, Hopper, thank you for the treasure box. Guys, don't forget, grab this when the timer runs out. Grab a couple of coins. Also, if you could just keep tapping that screen, let's get over 40,000 likes here. Lots of new people in the room. I hate the terminology room. Lots of new people here, by the way. Remember, we talk about cryptocurrency 6 days a week, keeping you dialed into this market. making sure your portfolios are absolutely doing it. Someone needs to get more XRPs. Well, maybe. Yeah, Monero, we were talking about XMR. I haven't looked at it for a while, actually. We did look at it the other day. Where is it? XMR. Must have deleted it. I thought I had it. Anyway, again, I think legacy coins. Oh, there it is. 317. I mean, it's holding up pretty well in the daily candle. Is privacy coins going to come back? Think about the UK. We're going to go 2026. The UK is going to like go after everybody with crypto assets, get us all to pay loads of taxes, all sorts of crazy stuff. So maybe it makes a comeback. I mean, it's a risk for sure. And I think lots of people tend to move towards the shiny new coin. So yeah, we'll see. Render to the moon, Luke. I still think someone's going to come out with a slightly better project than Render. I can't help but believe it is. Like Hash AI, I don't know what it's doing right now, but that was a good project when it launched. More chance XRP 200k than Jesus. Hey, Glacier, thanks for the ice cream. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, my man. Keep up with the like, by the way. We're nearly at 40,000 likes. You guys are crushing it tonight. Love it. 420's back. I'll let everyone tell him what I said. But yeah, don't forget, we'll be here on Wednesday. I think we're going to go live on TikTok again on Wednesday night, Vern and I. It was kind of good fun last week. So if anyone wants to join us, you are more than welcome. But yeah, come and join us on Wednesday. We'll be breaking down markets. I'll be live with the one and only Crypto Vern. And that is definitely a show you do not want to miss. Pepe TM Gemela. Really? Sounds crazy. Sounds crazy. What's your biggest crypto holding? So at the minute, given price action, it's flip-flopping between Ethereum and XRP. They're my two biggest. So I hold about $600 of Ethereum and about $580 of XRP. So I'm pretty bullish, pretty dialed into this market. We're all about it. We're all about it. Bailey, what's going on? Do you like Quant? I mean, I don't mind it, in fairness. We were talking about it earlier on. I just think it's a grinder coin. It just feels like it'll just grind its way up in this market. Whereas, you know, other coins that we've seen over the course of the last 24 hours are, you know, are pumping pretty aggressively. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Right. We've got about, oh my God, we're already over 10 o'clock. What the hell did I've been live an hour and a half. About an hour and 50. Where the hell did that live stream go? What? Is it really that top? Okay. I did not know that had gone by. Trump Media Company has become the 5th largest Bitcoin treasury companies. Holy shit. By the way, did you see that? Did you see Jupiter's on the move today with an additional $150 million worth of USDC allocated to the JLP loans? Man, Jupe's a killer player. Like, so many people missed out on that. I'm just really annoyed they still don't do the staking. They should still be staking those coins. It's annoying that they don't do it. But Jupe has been on an absolute tear today. So that is good news. That is good news if you ask me. And also, just FYI, Aerodrome Finance has been doing pretty well as well. That continues to look pretty optimistic out there. Ondo, yeah, Bailey. I'm a big believer in Ondo. I think it's going to be doing well. Yeah, 13%, which is kind of annoying, but look, nearly $100 already in my staking rewards over there. So yeah, pretty good news as well. So lots of exciting stuff going on. Crypto Man feels bullish right now. Yes, we've seen a pretty interesting day in the markets. Bitcoin 117, we'll take it. Ethereum 3757 looks like it's okay. Solana could be retesting 200. We will see. We will see for sure. But yeah, definitely Ondo, and it's built on Ethereum, US Treasuries. Definitely worthwhile taking a look at what's going on with Ondo, in my opinion. Do you offer any one-to-one coaching on what specifically? I would say no, but if you just tune into these live streams, I absolutely don't necessarily agree. I don't necessarily monetize things. So if you've got any thoughts, questions, equally, if you want to send me a DM, I'll try and answer it. Don't send me like, oh, what coin should I buy? What trade should I put on? Like, I'm not doing any of that. But if you're brand new to cryptocurrency, you're not sure about some things, join the live streams. That's what we're here for. You know, we're here to kind of answer some questions. I've been an angel investor in many different projects, as well as OTC deals, and I've been in this market since 2017. Lost a fortune, made a bit, and equally got a great community that sits around this channel. So hit the follow button, follow us, and yeah. And I would always advise, if people in the chat go, hey, I can help you, just don't message them because they're probably lying. That's my opinion. Quant market cap is only 1.5 billion. It could be huge. I agree. I think Quant's good. I like Quant. I don't own any, just out of transparency, but I don't own it because I don't think it's volatile enough for what I want to see, in my opinion. But yeah, if anyone's going to come in this TikTok live and shill themselves as a coach, I'm sure the mods will get rid of you pretty quickly. So it's not what this channel's about. We're not here to kind of sell a service or anything like that. We're here to educate, grow portfolios, and make sure our community wins 100%. And my advice, Felix, would be, you know, go and start your own channel and do it. Don't jump into other people's channels and do all that kind of weird stuff. You don't need it. You don't need it, bro. Even me too, bit. I'm offended. I thought I'd earned your respect in this space. He does monetize things. He has a subscription on TikTok and his own crypto project. I mean, that's true. That's true. Neither of which you're in. 420, she told me about your video called Dinner Day. What the hell? What the hell? Have you heard of Centrifuge? I feel like we have. Look at that. Blazer just absolutely yeeted him out there. Get him, Blazer. Honestly, Blazer is killing the mods thing. Like, you guys need to take note. I know you are, Holmes. It's all gravy. It's all gravy. To be fair, he's offered many times, Holmes. I just had family stuff a few months ago and now trying to get back on track. Okay. Okay. Where are we at? 39.2k likes. Keep tapping that like. Let's get to 40,000 likes. I reckon you guys can do it. Let's get there, baby. I don't know. This chart is full of choppers. Even me. I mean, 420 is a max chopper right now. Max chopper. Right. Anyway, closing out on BTC before I get out of here. Looking pretty solid there on the charts. Right, there you go. Look, you guys can see your own chats. There you go. Don't worry, lads. I know scammers when I see them. BR95. Get involved. Anyone that comes in, they're like, hey, bro, I could do a one-to-one. It's not even their channel. You're like, what? You have to go and shill your services in someone else's live. Get out of here. Anyway. Oh, BTC plunging. Not really. 117, 120 is fine. 120 is fine, in my opinion. 120? What the hell am I talking about? 117. I have 25 USDC just sitting in my Coinbase. What do you think I should buy with it? Man, $25. Or 25 pounds. I don't know, man. Depends. Do you want that $25 or not? Yeah. No idea. I mean, no idea. Don't take it the wrong way, but I mean, 25 quid is 25 quid. Try and find something undervalued that's way below its all-time high and see what happens. Maybe go risk on versus risk off. I don't know. Your call. Again, though, it's still $25. Think about that. Speak to Mr. 420. I made 100k a week with his professional investment strategy. Oh, dear me. Dear me. Right, everyone jumping in. Don't forget, if you haven't hit the follow button, I highly recommend it. We're here 6 days a week, bringing you the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency content, as always. However, good things come to an end, and this is the end of tonight's live stream. So as always, thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate it. Lots to talk about. I'm sure we'll break down even more tomorrow. We'll see exactly what's going on. So make sure if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button. I've got some content coming out for you guys as well. So make sure you're tuned into that. Once again, massive thank you to everybody. Equally, a couple of specific shout outs. 37, thank you for absolutely crushing every single video that goes out. Tim, I know you've been bullish over there, as has Curtis as well. So I really appreciate you guys commenting on the videos. Helps out. Hitting the like button, just interacting with the channel massively is making things happen. We're cruising right now, and we'll soon be hitting 37, 38, 39, maybe even 40,000 subscribers pretty quickly, as are you guys on TikTok as well. So appreciate you guys. We were League D2. We were in the top 10%. So again, that's down to you guys and all the likes. So as always, thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the jazzy tunes, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye. Thank you.